Greetings and welcome back to the channel. I am Sunny LaRue, the professional martini drinking blogger, back again with another episode. And tonight we're having our first late night live episode. Cheers! So get your yak, get your martini, your beer, your cocktail, your water, your Coke, whatever. I'm having a cherry martini. And no, it's not made with Ciroc vodka. Net. And let's get into the shenanigans of it all. I'm going to start off with a countdown and get you guys going. And then we'll get into all of the evening's pop culture, entertainment, music, movies, all of it. What's trending? We're going to talk about it right after this. Good evening. How are you guys doing this beautiful evening? It's been a day, it's been a week of hot topics. This Sean Puffy Combs situation is not going to stop, and we're going to talk about that. I am a little tipsy, so we always know when we're tipsy how fun it is. I'll try not to slip at my tongue, which I'm already doing. Got my jammies on, got a good cocktail, and got some good friends coming over this evening. Now, I'm going to put my cocktail right here because I don't want to be reaching because, like I said, I'm a little tipsy. All right. So much to talk about, I did a live earlier about Kelly Rowland. Y'all had me on that live for almost 2 hours just going to town with Kelly. And I'm going to bring that back up because, child, y'all, something else. Where are you, Kelly? Let me get that going here. Let me get that going. Oh, okay. I am tipsy, so don't get all in the brain with it. Okay, so hold on. Let me, because of the music. And she was at the Cannes premiere today. And she, look, our cocktail is as red as that dress. Okay, Kelly. So Kelly had a moment on the red carpet. As you can see, she's, start out all nice and proper. Yeah. And now she's walking up the stairs like she should. And well, here's an update on this video, y'all. We had lip readers reading this. And I guess y'all French people don't like black people or something. I don't know. But the racism over in France is real. So it started because this lady stepped on her dress and she gave her a nice tap saying, okay, it's okay. Then, according to lip readers, Kelly was telling her, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk like that to me. You ain't my mama. Don't talk to me like that. I told you to. And look at the guy in the white jacket. He's bowing to her, and she just going to walk right on in. But Kelly is like, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. I'm not a child. Do not talk to me like that. I don't know. I've never been to France. I have. Going on here. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. We have a technical difficulties, but have a drink. Let's have a drink through all of it. As I was saying, I have friends that reside over in France, and they really don't talk to me about the racism over there, but I'm going to hit them up the next time, when we have our little meeting. And I'm going to ask them, is it as bad as what people are saying it is over there? Because apparently they like to disrespect black people, but that's one black sister you don't want to disrespect. And she's like, don't talk to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. Okay, Kelly. And I can say I'm not mad at her for that. And I'm glad that she's standing up, not only for herself, but for all Black women. Cheers to you. All right. So a lot of you guys were hitting me up. You guys discovered my podcast, and thank you for that. Thank you very much. That's my Elvis. I like to do Elvis. Two people I like to mimic, Elvis and you get a cocktail, 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 you get a cocktail. I'm going off the rails here. And so I appreciate you guys checking out the podcast. I need work on it, but just stick with me. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. One of the podcast episodes talked about Jared Lesik, who is a YouTuber here. And let's see, did I get rid of his information? I surely did. Anyway, his channel was, let me see if I have my notes here. His channel is A Venture with a Purpose. Child, I got my notes. And that channel is actually rock hard. I like the channel despite of Jared, but there's other people on that channel that work just as hard, if not harder. They're not in trouble. They don't be doing stuff. We're going to talk about what he's done, what he's accused of doing, and the latest update on his situation right now. So Jared Lesik is one of the founders of YouTube channel Adventures with a Purpose. Now, Adventure with a Purpose is a dive team that they used to go through waterways like man-made lakes and stuff like that and recover cars and boats that sank to the bottom of the water. But one time they were researching this lake, they pulled out a car and they found a deceased person in that car who turned out to have been missing for quite some time. So that gave that family closure. Okay. And so that channel took a deep dive, no pun intended, and start recovering boats and cars and stuff and investigating disappearance. They have a high success rate of finding loved ones and finding out what happened. And for the families of these missing people who turn up, they give them closure and all that. So it's a great channel, okay, despite this mess that Jared finds himself in. And there's no love lost among the bloggers on YouTube. Now, one of my favorite channels, Lamont at Large, really brought this to attention because this kind of went under the radar. It really did go under the radar until Lamont called them out. And shout out to you. Bigs up to you, Lamont. Bigs up to you. Let's have a drink to him. Toast. For calling this asshole out, because what Jared is accused of doing is as bad as what Piggy D has done to Cassie, and another lawsuit that was just recently filed against him. And we're going to talk about that after we get into this. So Jared is accused of SAing a minor. Okay. This was back in January 1st of 1992 and December 31st of 1992. It gets very, very, very graphic, the paperwork, the claim. So he was present in court because he just had a court appearance. Okay, guys, I'm a little tipsy, so just bear with me. So he's accused of SAing his 11-year-old cousin at the time. All right. He was released from the Adventures of Purpose YouTube channel. So they disassociated themselves from him. And in February of 2024, he had a pre-trial conference, okay, a prelim, right? And he was present. He was required to be present. Now, this happened in Utah, okay, Salt Lake City, Utah area. The judge shut down the courtroom, so there's no cameras, no streaming, no photos, no drawing, none of that allowed, which is a good thing. And they agreed to a jury trial, which will take place September 24th through the 27th of 2024. Until his trial, and he has to be there as an in-person trial, he is out on bail, okay? He's out on bail. And he is not to have any contact with his the alleged victim. Now, it's interesting because he has a sister who's estranged from the family, and she also accuses him, the uncle, and the father of SAing her. But that has not come to fruition. Nothing happened out of that as far as we know. There has been no indictment, no nothing. So Jared right now is, well, he's in hot water. He's where Diddy's going to be pretty soon, you know, with the trial, a jury trial and stuff. So if he is convicted, he could serve life in prison. And just granted, he was a young kid at the time. Well, not a young kid. He was 19 at the time of this. And it was very graphic to the point where I can't even discuss how graphic the complaint is. But I will leave a link in the description box of this live for you guys to check out the story because it goes into detail. And we won't do that here. But, you know, people are getting tired. People, excuse me, are getting tired of just, it's not a me. I don't think this is more good thing for the Me Too movement, but it's not a cancel culture situation. This young woman, just like Cassie Ventura, had to endure the pain of being assaulted and live with that for the rest of their lives. That carries on to their new family, their new life, and you know, adamant about what was going on with her. And I'm glad that she got help. They have not released her name because at the time she was a minor. So her name is redacted. But, you know, good for her. Good for Cassie for bringing light these monsters. Now, speaking of Cassie, y'all some bitches out there. You guys are some hardcore bijaws out there. Y'all wrong. Y'all sitting up here talking about, well, why did she stay with him? And why did she? No. She's the one that's getting her face pundled and beaten and treated less than human. I mean, I was going to say even the slave get treated better than that, but she was being treated like a slave. And y'all are wrong for victimizing this woman again. Okay. And then you wonder why people take forever to come forward because they don't want to be ridiculed. They have families, they have a husband, they have a wife. They look at the situation and think, okay, if I come forward, is this going to change my life? Of course it is. Absolutely, it's going to change their lives. And that's why people don't come forward. And I'm sorry, men do get abused. I've known a couple of men that was abused. I used to date one who was abused. Sweetest person ever that you would ever meet. And I asked him, I said, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you? He says, well, number one, I know how you guys are, meaning our group of friends, me and the other ladies in our group of friends, how you guys are. And that if I would have said something or if it would have came out, you would have went and did something that you guys I would regret, you would regret. And I'm like, no, I wouldn't regret it because I never did like the chick that he was dating. But anyway, And then he goes, second of all, nobody's going to believe a man getting abused. And he literally told me in this conversation, he said, Sonny, listen, I used to tell her, just don't hit me in the face, because it's harder for me to explain how I got a black eye. And then police and everybody's going to be looking at me as if I was the aggressor towards her. I'm like, you can punch me wherever, but just don't punch me in the face, because then I can't explain it. But the truth came to light. And Diddy, you're right. You are right on about that. Let me show that. What happened to my thing? There we go. Time tells truth. And he's right about that. Time does tell the truth. And the truth came out, and my friend was vindicated. And the girl, this is true story, I'm not making this up. She is now serving a life sentence because she assaulted her husband, not my friend, and the husband and the son, the little baby son, are now no longer with us. So I thought I'd just share that with you, because once a monster, always a monster. And let me say this. She did go to therapy. When she was with my friend, they went to therapy. She went to rehab. And she's in jail now, in prison for the rest of her life, for her then husband and little baby, 2-year-old boy. So once an abuser, always an abuser. That's just my opinion. You might think otherwise. But I wanted to point that out to you guys, because like with Jared, and I'll show you him. This guy right here, Jared, who has a court case coming up in September for assault on a youth, SAing and Ring a youth. Once an abuser, always an abuser. Speaking of P. Diddy, the hits just keep coming for this man. Get back to my notes here. I want to make sure I'm giving you accurate information to what is going on with P. Diddy. The latest situation with Mr. Piggy D. Combs, whatever you want to call him now these days. And let me tell you something. He's going to be all right financially. He might not get all the endorsements that he once had. The white parties are over. He got supporters out there. We're going to talk about them in a minute. But he going to be all right. He got money. So he could just go and disappear for the rest of his life and nobody will care. I wouldn't. So the latest lawsuit that's filed against P. Diddy, the latest civil lawsuit, y'all, it's just, the hits just keep coming. The hits just keep coming. The latest lawsuit. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys here. We're going to talk about that. Where is it? Here we go. Where'd it go? Uh-oh. I don't know, guys. My computer is acting up tonight. Come on now. Let me see here. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but we're going to move on. Christy McKinley filed a lawsuit on Tuesday in a New York U.S. District Court accusing the rapper of R-ing her in a bathroom, and also accused the rapper of forcing her to perform acts on his persons. Now, Crystal McKinley may look familiar to you guys because she is the winner of the MTV 1998 Model Mission Competition, And at the time of the incident, she was 22 and P. Diddy was 34. Now, this is many, this lawsuit is one of many to come. He is accused of multiple different things, including SA, violence against women, violence, okay, powing people and things like that. S, trafficking and drug trafficking. All allegations Puffy denied. Okay, he denied it. He denied it. But once an abuser, always an abuser. Uh-huh. Oh my God, I drink all my martini, y'all. This is it for me. I had 3 of these, you guys. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. That's for sure. Oh, I'm smacked. Sorry. You do that. This so Diddy, you're done. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're done. You're done. It's not about cancel culture because he will never be canceled. Because I looked on Instagram and that lame ass apology that he did, that for some reason people seem to think that his publicists and lawyers told him to do that, which anybody in their right mind, if he had a good publicist, and he paid money for these people, all right? He paid thousands and thousands of dollars for these people because he gets the best of the best because they're good at what they do. No publicist in their right mind, not even Samantha from Sex and the City, will tell him to go on his social media and put out that lame ass excuse of an apology. Number one, he did not even mention Cassie's name, but he couldn't. It could be because he couldn't, because, they settled, and maybe in the settlement, he got like, well, she can't say nothing about me. I can't say nothing about her. Then why do the apology? Why do the apology? Why? Because now Crystal McKinney has the turn at the apple. Maybe he was apologizing to her, but he didn't say her name either. The man didn't cry not once. And in the words of Jeff from Big Brother, you got caught. You got caught. Bro, you got caught. And when a caged bird is caught, what do? They freak out. They do whatever they can to get out of the situation. And he's doing damage control without the thing of his PR people. And if I was P. Diddy's PR person, which I'm not, thank God, I would have been like, what the F are you doing? Get off of social media. Stay off of social media. In fact, take your ass down to arugula, not the lettuce, but the island down there, and just disappear and keep quiet until we figure this out, because you got another lawsuit of someone complaining of you doing these horrendous acts. And if another video drops, you in trouble. It's not like you ain't in trouble now, but the fans are on your heels and they will get you. They just taking it all in. And a lot of people out there are doing a conspiracy theory saying that the tape came from one of his houses from the raids. I do believe that. I believe that it was leaked. And I think he's that much of a narcissistic to keep a souvenir. A lot of monsters do that. A lot of monsters do that. Look at John Wayne Gacy and the Night Stalker and Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, look at them. I was just watching a thing on Max called Mean Girls, And this story many times, y'all. Many times. And it was about this girl who was in the Job Corps down here in Tennessee. And she was like the leader of the pack. She meets this guy who is into demons. And for some reason, she ends up thinking that one of her friends is after her man and target and bully this girl right to her grave. And so her boyfriend and another friend takes this girl out and do the most horrendous acts ever. And she takes a souvenir and brags about it. And she's in jail. She's supposed, she got the penalty, but she's still in jail, prison, never getting out. Thank God. Because the girl's crazy. But she's that narcissistic to think, A, this girl was after her man, but she wasn't. B, taking a souvenir and then going around just, bragging about it. Now, I can imagine all these years P. Diddy got away with this. Bragging. Yeah, I pow someone up in the club and you keep running your mouth, I'm going to pow you. My words, my thoughts, my shady assness. Bragging on the fact of his hoodness, his gangsterness. No. It all comes back, don't it? It all comes back times two. And he's getting his dose right now with these 2 lawsuits. He's getting it. And the feds, they're like Kelly Rowland with that finger in the face. And feds are up there in his face like this. Because they're going to get him. They're going to get him. Trust that. They're going to get his ass. They can get him. And speaking of getting someone, child, let's talk about getting someone. Did I put this up there? Oh yeah, I did already. Sorry. I love that video, but let's that's Kelly. I told you I'm a little tipsy, a lot of tipsy. I had 3 of those martinis, and I need to go to bed because it's late. Ooh, it's midnight. Happy Thursday. I have to think about it. Happy Thursday. All right, let's talk about this last aspect and then we'll call it a night. Oh, I'm always doing something. Okay. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Let me see if it works now. Let me get this. Technical difficulties is always fun. But TMZ reports that 50 Cent sold his documentary about P. Diddy to the highest bidder. And if it ever comes through, we'll be able to see it. And that is, wait for it, drum roll, Netflix for an undisclosed amount of money. P. Diddy is, okay, I guess this is not happening. So, 50 be on P. Diddy's heels, like on his ass, on it, okay? And Fiddy is all smiles, right? Because he won this battle, even though his track record isn't the best. Like I said last time, we talked about Bethany being the messenger. We talked about Brandy Glanville being the messenger. Not the best messenger, the track record here. He had the same track record, not the best messenger, but he won his battle. He won this battle. And now he's finna do this documentary, and you and I and everybody else on this planet is ready to see what he has to say. It ain't going to be nothing nice. And it's going to be more slices of the piggy Pete. More slices, y'all. I'm ready to devour. I know you guys are. You know, I mean, again, the messenger is kind of questionable, but nevertheless, I'm sure 50 knows some stuff. And let me tell you something, 50, please don't sit here and play us. This is a serious subject matter. People's lives are being impacted and affected by this. And for you to take advantage of that and sell your documentary to Netflix only to be bullshit, don't play us. Don't. Because if you do, we're going to come after your ass too. We're going to shout you out on social media. So don't play. Don't play. Well, guys, it is bedtime. I'm tired. It's bedtime. Bedtime. I didn't drink so much. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, God. Trying to get through this subject. It's tough. I shared a lot with you guys. And I want to know what you guys think, though, of all of this, of the seriousness of Barrett and his situation. Okay? What he's going through, what he's being accused of, and what he's getting ready to go to a jury trial. I want to know what you guys think. Have you heard of him? Have you watched his YouTube channel? I want to know what you guys think of P. Diddy and that lame ass excuse sorriness video. I want to know what you guys think of that. And y'all, if y'all saw me this today, you saw that I nearly did a 2-hour live talk analyzing the video of Kelly Rowland. Because y'all don't, let me tell y'all something. And then I'll let y'all go because I got to go to bed. Let me tell you something. Actually, let me bring up the video on Kelly because I'm going to bring it up again. I'm going to bring it up again. Look at the muscles on this woman. Kelly is a beautiful woman, but look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Okay. Now, I'm just going to say this. If P. Diddy was messing with a woman like Kelly Rowland of Destiny's Child, he will be the one getting his ass handed to him. Okay? He would. Because look at Kelly. Look at her. Look at her. She ain't going to take no snap from nobody. Okay? Look at her. Woman stepped on her $100,000 dress. She thought it was okay. And then she going to start talking schnazzle. Look, and she's like, you don't talk to me like that. You ain't my mama. Okay? You don't talk like you don't do that. Look at the guy in the white vest here, bowing to Kelly. Kelly's like, get the hell out of my way. Okay. Now, I'm showing it again. Sorry, people. If P. Diddy ran up against a woman like that, like Mary J. Blige, like that, it'll be a whole different story. But Cassie was young. I'm not blaming her. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. No one should live in fear, and no man or woman, for that matter, should put their hands on another person, especially if they're in a relationship and they proclaim that they love them, no matter if she went back to him or not. The fact that he physically abused this woman, no, there's no excuse for that. None. And I don't want you guys out there on Instagram, don't be putting that crap on my Instagram talking about, oh, she went back to him. So what? She went back to him because she was in love with him. And they Child, okay, that's my sign to get off. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, my schnazzle's not working. It's just driving me nuts. But lucky for I've been drinking, so I'm not like panicking. Nothing a cherry martini can't cure, right? All right, my lambs. It's a beautiful evening. Thank you guys for being. Let me know what you think of these stories in the description box down below. And with that, have a good evening, and I'll see you next one.